The sun was just beginning to dip below the mountains when Daniel Reyes pulled his truck into the gravel lot behind the old VFW hall. The war had ended for him 5 years ago, but his nightmares still raged with machine gun rhythm. PTSD, they called it. A broken spirit, he called it. He wasn't looking for anything. He just liked to sit near the hall and breathe the mountain air, sip a beer, and remember the friends he'd lost. That's when he saw the commotion near the alley, a drunk man shouting, tugging at something behind a chain leash. It was a dog. A German Shepherd. Its hind legs dragged helplessly behind it, scraped raw. Daniel froze. He'd seen dogs like this in Iraq. Explosives, mines, collateral damage. "Hey!" Daniel called out. "What are you doing?" The drunk man staggered. "This thing's useless. Paralyzed piece of junk. You want it? $20. Daniel stared into the dog's eyes. Pain, fear, but not defeat. The same look he'd seen in the mirror for years. "I'll take him," Daniel said. He handed the man a 20, then picked the German Shepherd up gently. It didn't resist. It simply rested its head on his shoulder and let out a soft whine. Daniel named him Lazarus, because if there was ever a soul that needed raising, it was this one. The vet gave him the rundown: old injury, nerve damage, maybe spinal. Could be permanent. He might never walk again. Some dogs adapt to a cart. But Daniel didn't give up on comrades. Not ever. He started small, massaging Lazarus' legs, feeding him high-protein meals, and placing him in a makeshift water pool where his legs could float freely. Every small twitch was a victory. They formed a rhythm. Mornings were for exercise. Afternoons for training commands. Evenings were quiet. Daniel's nightmares grew less vivid when Lazarus snored at his side. One morning, as Daniel sipped coffee on the porch, he heard scratching behind him. Lazarus was dragging himself toward a stick in the yard. Daniel tossed it, mostly out of habit. Then it happened. Lazarus stood. It wasn't perfect, his back legs wobbled, his body shook, but he took a step. Then another. He chased the stick. He ran. Daniel dropped his cup. He knelt, stunned. "You son of a gun, you were never broken." ##### Part 3, running again. Months passed, and Lazarus improved rapidly. Daniel fitted him with a special support harness, but the dog needed it less and less. They ran trails together, slow at first, then faster. They became a local sight, the silent veteran and the miracle dog. A reporter heard the story and covered it for the local paper. Then it spread. Soon, Daniel was invited to speak to other veterans about trauma, healing, and unlikely miracles. Lazarus became a symbol. A companion for children at therapy centers. A guest at veteran events. When Daniel would pause, unsure how to speak, Lazarus would rest his head on his leg, and that was enough. Daniel once said during a speech, "We both came back from something. We both learned to walk again." Part 4, Full Circle. A year to the day after he took Lazarus home, Daniel visited the VFW hall again. Same spot. Same light. And he saw the drunk man again, sober this time, picking up trash from the alley. Part of a community service program. He saw Lazarus bounding through the field, strong and free. The man looked stunned. That's him?" Daniel nodded. "Yeah." The man swallowed. "I didn't think he'd make it." Daniel looked down at the dog and smiled. "Neither did I. But sometimes, the broken just need someone to believe in them." Epilogue. Today, Daniel runs a canine therapy center for veterans, named the Second March, where dogs and soldiers heal side by side. And every evening, Lazarus still runs free under the open sky. They say war breaks a man. But Daniel and Lazarus proved, sometimes, it just teaches you how to rebuild.